My name is David, but on the streets I go by the name Java. My wife gave me that name. We were married for 5 years before she passed away, but a drunk driver killed her in 2008, July 4th. I came to the States 6 years ago to marry her. I met her here. I was doing a job and met her next door at the Cracker Barrel. And we got married, and terrific relationship. She was very much into the word, and it was a tragic loss for me to lose her. So last year I found out I was sick with cancer, and I've been going through treatment and trying to get better, but apparently God has some different plans. Things weren't getting better, so I stopped going to treatment a little over a month ago. The tumor in my brain was getting bigger, and I was having seizures, and things just weren't getting better. So I figured, why make myself sick if I'm not getting any better? It doesn't make any sense. Because doing God's ministry on the street, you know, when you're having chemo twice a week and radiation once is enough. But and being from Scotland, it's not a big thing for me to stop something that is going to be harmful to me, you know. But I met John here on the streets actually before I got locked up, didn't I, John?
Mm-hmm.
And I got locked up for some bogus charges that were later dropped. That's God really working in in that situation, because I was at the wrong place at the wrong time, and easily things could have gone a different way, but because of a constitutional law violation, which only happens here in America, I was set free and vindicated. So that was truly a blessing. And I remember the day John came in, and I had gotten a copy of, what is it you gave me? A copy of Erasmus or something, and one of the early church fathers. No, it's Josephus. And I gave it back to him because I was going home that very next day. I hadn't seen him in a minute, and John shows up, and I'm going out the door. I was like, what a blessing. And so I'd actually started seeing John here at the abortion clinic before that, and then I started coming by more often because the shuttle comes right by here, and I would see him out here. And you know, John's ministry is something else, you know. But being homeless for all that time, and the church's unwillingness to help people, regardless of what their situation is. It would be different if I was on a lot of drugs or alcohol or things like that, but you know, when you have verifiable reason, I started to become really sort of angry towards the church and things like that. But you know, God gave me a place to stay last month. You know, it's got very little. I've got a microwave and a roof over my head and electricity, which is better than nothing. So, you know, I praise in Him. I'm trying to have a street ministry, you know, for those who really need it. And, you know, I just try to keep in touch with Him and His Word every day. And try to come by every once in a while for encouragement to John. So, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, well, you help with these ladies, too. Don't sell yourself short.
No, I do. It's hard for me, though, because I know that being from a totally different culture, the Scots have a tendency to be very blunt and very short and to the point, where that could be it could be hurtful a lot of times. So I'm trying to learn the American way of talking a person out of killing someone. It seems to be the American way of life. Well, let's hang him and shock him and kill him, or give him the shot, or whatever. You know, it's such a vengeful society that people, I think we become desensitized to the fact that we're not just killing people who are killing someone else here. We're killing innocent children, you know, which are a creation of God. I mean, only through Him can this happen. You know, only through Him can a woman get pregnant. It's through the miracle of His grace and creation that a woman can get pregnant in the first place. So not only are they killing an innocent child, but they're killing God's creation. You know, and God has a purpose for that child. You know, and it's horrible that this happens every day by the hundreds and thousands and millions across the world, you know. I mean, I know that we've outlawed it, the UK, but, you know, the United States has to get rid of this horrible atrocity that they call abortion. You know, it's just a nice way to say murder.
That's right. Well, thanks, Dave. I appreciate you coming down here all the time.
All right, John.